Action News, Philadelphia's leading news program, with meteorologist Adam Joseph, Deuces Rogers, Gray Hall, and Shari Williams.
There was one police officer who literally threw two people over his shoulders and ran with people to help.
We are following two breaking news stories tonight. Multiple people are dead after an explosion at a Bucks County nursing home.
2 days before Christmas, we lost a hero, a dedicated member of the Delaware State Police family.
And a Delaware State trooper is dead following a shooting in the line of duty while protecting people at the DMV. It is Tuesday night. I'm Gray Hall. Shari will join you tonight for the news at 11. The big story on Action News is a search for possible survivors following an explosion at a nursing home out in Bucks County. At least 3 people are dead and 18 are injured after a gas explosion collapsed part of the Bristol Health and Rehab Center this afternoon. We have live team coverage tonight. Action News reporter Cheyenne Coran will have reaction to this tragedy. But first, Action News reporter Brianna Smith joins us live right near that scene in Bristol with the very latest on what we're learning. Brianna.
Gray, Bristol Township Police Chief believes everyone is accounted for, but first responders remain here on scene working hard in rescue mode. They've been using heavy machinery, dogs, technology, and digging by hand to search under the rubble left behind by that massive explosion.
The explosion was really quite catastrophic.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro says officials believe a gas leak led to this massive explosion and fire at the Bristol Health and Rehab Center in Bristol Township. Officials say right now 3 people are dead and 18 are hospitalized.
It is a sad and tragic evening here in Bristol.
PECO says crews responded after 2 p.m. due to a heavy gas odor. While on site, the explosion occurred with 120 residents and staff members inside.
Second floor. We got 12 victims trapped, one in the elevator.
The Bristol Township Fire Department was on scene within seconds, along with first responders from neighboring counties, including PA Task Force 1 and Philadelphia Rescue 1.
When we arrived, there was a major structural collapse with parts of the first floor into the basement with persons trapped. Fire department personnel immediately went into a rescue mode.
We've got 2 victims under the debris. We're working on one right now.
They were quite literally climbing up ladders, handing individuals in this nursing home to police who were at times carrying 2 people on their back to safety.
The fire chief says they smelled gas during the recovery and had to exit the building before the second explosion and fire. It helped them identify the leak and eventually extinguish the flames.
Everything that we did was nothing short of heroic. These officers, firefighters, EMTs, nurses.
Yeah, and first responders and crews have been here on scene for hours now, and their rescue efforts continue. Now, Governor Josh Shapiro says this nursing home has new ownership as of this month. The Department of Health also came here to develop a plan with the owners to upgrade the standards at this facility. Now, we reached out to the owners. They said in a statement that they're working closely with local authorities, but their primary focus is the well-being of residents and staff. Live in Bristol Township, Brianna Smith for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Gray?
Okay, Brianna, thank you. Action News reporter Cheyenne Coran joining us live now from Lower Bucks Hospital in Bristol with more reaction to this explosion. Cheyenne.
Gray, we have just seen so many family members just rush to this hospital behind me, hoping to find their loved ones safe. This is just one of the several hospitals in the areas that victims of the explosion were taken. Family members are in the waiting room, eager for updates. At last check, 18 people are still being treated tonight.
I was sitting in the kitchen and I just felt the whole floor shake.
A community shaken, not just physically but mentally, after 3 people died in an explosion at Bristol Health and Rehab Center.
I just didn't think and I ran out the house.
This woman, who asked to not be identified, lives right near the facility. Her mother was inside the building at the time of the explosion.
When I first went over there, her window was blown out and I didn't see her, so I freaked out. But yeah, she's fine.
When the explosion happened, CNA Museline Watson was on her way to work at the nursing home.
Co-workers in there, I'm calling them and they're not answering. On the weekend, we did smell gas, but because there was no heat in the room, so we didn't take it to be anything.
Meanwhile, neighbors such as Willie Ty jumped into action to help.
My brother-in-law lives there in the nursing home.
He got out safe.
I'm hurt. This is my neighborhood. So, like, I feel like they are my family. It sucks. And it's right near Christmas time, too.
And for those that are still looking for family tonight, there is a reunification center at Truman High School. Red Cross also has been on scene tonight, and they're helping those people who are displaced and trying to find family. You also can come here to Lower Bucks Hospital and get some answers as well. We will continue to keep you all updated at home, but such a tragedy happening just 2 days before Christmas, and now there's 3 families sitting at a table with 1 empty seat. We're live tonight in Bristol Township. Cheyenne Kren for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Yeah, Cheyenne, a chaotic and unforgettable situation there. Thank you for that report. Tonight, we have learned some new information. This about that nursing home, which just got new ownership less than 2 weeks ago. The Pennsylvania Department of Health conducted an inspection of that facility on December 10th and had already begun working with the new owners on plans to improve safety and standards. We do know that during a prior inspection on October 29th, the Pennsylvania Department of Health's building safety inspection found that the facility, then known as the Silver Lake Nursing Home, was not in compliance with several requirements of the Life Safety Code. That includes not having a specialized floor plan, showing exits and smoke barriers. It also found that stairwells contained paint buckets and a patient bed frame, and a door to a storage room that held oxygen tanks did not fully close. The nursing home had until November 30th to be in compliance. We have reached out to the state and new owners. At this point, we have not heard back. We are also following breaking news out of Newcastle County, Delaware tonight. A Delaware State Police trooper is dead. This following a shooting at a DMV. That suspect tonight is also dead. Action News reporter Elizabeth Worthington will have reaction to the devastating loss. But first, Action News reporter Leland Pender joins us now live from Newark with more. Leland.
Well, Gray, we heard from state leaders here at the Delaware State Police Troop 2 headquarters in Newark tonight. They are not naming the trooper who died just yet, as family is still being notified, but they are calling him a hero. Heartbreak tonight as officers salute the hearse carrying a Delaware State trooper killed in the line of duty. A procession moved his body from Christiana Hospital to the medical examiner's office in Wilmington. Somber moments upon arrival as fellow troopers carried his body inside.
The Delaware State Police family today suffered a devastating loss. We lost a brother, a son, a best friend, a coach, a husband, and a father.
Around 2 p.m. Tuesday, police say a 44-year-old man entered the DMV on Hessler Boulevard in Meekwadell as a customer. Moments later, for unknown reasons, he approached the trooper at the reception desk and opened fire.
What happened today was an act of pure evil.
Authorities say the trooper pushed a DMV employee out of harm's way before being shot again. The suspect was then shot by a responding Newcastle County police officer. Both the suspect and the trooper later died at the hospital.
Please remember tonight that there are Delawareans who are alive because of heroic actions of the deceased trooper and others.
The trooper has not yet been identified, but state police say he loved his community, serving with honor and integrity, and his sacrifice will never be forgotten.
The Delaware State Police is asking you to pray for the family of our trooper and to hold his family, his children, in your thoughts and prayers during this holiday season.
Of course, all of this unfolding just 2 days before Christmas. Now, right now, it's unclear what may have motivated the suspect in this shooting. 3 other people were injured today, including a second state trooper, although evaluated for non-gunshot related injuries. And those are minor injuries, police say. Real life here in Newark, outside Troop 2 headquarters. Leland Pender for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Gray.
Yeah, Leland, our hearts heavy tonight for that trooper's family and the great state of Delaware. Thank you for that report. Action News reporter Elizabeth Worthington joins us now live from Meekwadell with reaction to this deadly shooting. Elizabeth, what are you hearing?
Yeah, well, Gray, there is still a police presence outside the DMV facility. Obviously, nothing compared to what we saw here earlier today, a massive police response. But there are still a number of state police vehicles in the parking lot here. We've seen a few state troopers going in and out of the building, and the building is still blocked off with state police tape as the investigation continues. But this is where a state trooper went to work today to pick up an overtime shift and never came home.
Type 2 and traumatic arrest.
They have cleared the building. We don't believe we have any more patients inside the building.
A community is in shock after a Delaware state trooper was gunned down by a customer at the DMV in Minquadale Tuesday afternoon.
The suspect approached the trooper who was working an overtime assignment, sitting at the reception desk, and shot him.
We're learning that trooper was a husband and a father who his fellow officers say served with honor and integrity, and in this case, heroism.
His last actions were that of a hero who saved lives today while sacrificing his own. The DSP family is honored to call him our brother.
It's supposed to be a nice, good time. And when something like this happens, I feel bad for people, I really do.
Live cameras inside the DMV show the aftermath. You can see a bullet hole in the window, a few customers' belongings scattered, and police manning the entrance. People who live in this area and go to this DMV say there's always a state trooper stationed here.
It's a sense of security, it's a sense of comfortability.
They're hanging out, checking on people, making sure everything's good and make sure nobody has any problems. I can see that being 90% of the time where it's nice and relaxed and easy going. But every now and then something just goes the other way.
Now, this DMV facility is closed until further notice as it is currently a crime scene. The DMVs in Delaware City, Dover, and Georgetown, Delaware are all also closed until Monday, December 29th. In Minquadale tonight, Elizabeth Worthington for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Okay, Elizabeth, thank you for the update there. This reminder now, you can download the free 6ABC app to follow the latest updates on both of these breaking news stories. Turn on push alerts to get breaking updates sent right to your phone. Still ahead here tonight on Action News at 10, another release of Epstein files could shed some light on possible co-conspirators. Plus, the Supreme Court delivering a blow to the Trump administration surrounding the deployment of the National Guard in Chicago. And coming up at 10:30, we'll have an update on the holiday travel rush during what is expected to be a busy time to hit the roads and to fly to your destination. Adam.
All right, and no problems with respect to the weather for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It is the day after. If you're planning to travel late Friday and Friday night, you've got quite the challenge ahead for you. We'll explain why that is as we look at the 7-day forecast when we come right back.